Today in this video, we are going to be deciding what is the best Minecraft Bedrock practice server. There's many different practice servers and only one can be the best. I'm going to be ranking these practice servers by gameplay, design, and activity. But without further ado and enough of my yapping, let's get into it. So here we are, we're going to start off on the gameplay section. Obviously, we're going to be starting off with Zeqa. Let's see what we have in duels, request duels, just pick a player. So they have a lot of different duels here. FFA, there's a lot of different FFA matches. We're going to try out FFA and duels, see how they feel. Let's go ahead and just queue, or nobody's in a queue, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to find somebody to duel. Alright, I managed to find a duel against somebody in Bridge. So let's go ahead and see how this feels, see if it's pretty smooth. My gapple just didn't work. I'm pretty rusty. I've not played on Zeqa in a hot minute. So I would say gameplay feels pretty smooth. Yeah, I'm just going to go right over him. Little bro, stop it. Alright, we went ahead and scored. Right over him. El Bozo. Been a score. Oh, and I'm going right over him again. And that's a 3-0. And he just fell. Wait, am I actually going to get it again? I'm pushing right past him. Oh, he might actually get me here. Right over him. He's lost. And that's going to be a GG. I would say Zeqa gameplay feels pretty smooth. Honestly, it was pretty fun. Let's just go ahead and jump into build FFA. Let's see how this feels real quick. Okay, let's just go over here and 1v1 another kid. Anyways, I would say Zeqa gameplay is pretty good. For the rating, I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. Pretty solid. Alright, so now that we're in the activity category for Zeqa, I will say there's a lot of people. There was there's 97 people online in A1. Look at how many people there are. In FFA, there's a ton of people playing sumo, there's duels, tournaments going on. Very live. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 in activity. You're actually going to find a lot of people to play against here. Now let's like the design. Design-wise, I have always thought the design looks pretty clean. The hub is pretty iconic at this point. The UI is pretty clean. I'm going to have to give this a solid 8 out of 10 in the design category. Pretty clean, pretty smooth. So for Zeqa, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Pretty good practice server. Not like a 10 out of 10, there's definitely improvements to be made, but it's pretty decent. On to the next server. Okay, so for activity on Lurec, it gets a 0 out of 10. Okay, my skin's glitched again. There's only one other dude here named Lizzie. I also had to join Asia region to find a single person. So Lurec gets like a solid 0 out of 10 for activity. Because when I'm joining right now, it is bone dry. Alright, let's check gameplay. Alright, there's a large variety of gameplay. I would say some more duels. I think they have more duels than Zeqa did. FFA, yeah, they have survival games in FFA. There's one dude in Resistance, so since there's no activity, we're going to have to fight this dude in Resistance to literally test the gameplay. Alright, here he is over here. Let's just see if it's smooth. He's playing on PlayStation. I'm just comboing him. He's trying to hit me, but he physically can't. Okay, yeah. I would say Lurec does feel pretty smooth. This guy is lagging out, or I'm probably lagging out. Okay, he might. Okay. Okie dokie. Anyways, I would say Lurec feels pretty smooth. I honestly like the gameplay. I said this when I streamed it. I generally like the smooth feel that Lurec has. So yeah, gameplay, I'm gonna give a solid 8 out of 10. There's a wide variety of gameplay. I'm going to rank it right next to Zeqa. Wide variety, feels pretty smooth. So this guy's still comboing me. But on to the next section. Alright, for design, I will say the hub is pretty nice on Lurec. Spectate menu, profile. Looks pretty clean on Lurec. Yeah, the design's pretty clean. I mean, it's not the most impressive design. I'm going to give it a solid 6. Pretty decent, but that's it for Lurec. I'm going to give the rating for the Lurec network a solid 7 out of 10 practice server. Now, on to the next server. All right, here we are in Hesu. I've been playing this a lot more recently, I guess you could say. I mean, I streamed it. I've been on from time to time. So let's go ahead and start with the gameplay category. Let's look at FFA. Pretty wide variety. You know, your classics. Let's see your duels. Yeah, your average duels. They do have Nether UHC. That's a pretty cool one to have. They also have Pearl Fight, which is very weird. Let's go ahead and get in a duel. All right, chat. So I managed to find a dude who wants to duel me. I believe we are playing in Bed Fight. I absolutely suck at this game mode. All right, he's already hit me off. Somebody has recognized me in the lobby. That's very weird. Okay, where is he? Oh my goodness, he's already at my bed. Stop. How is he already broke my bed? This dude plays this all day. Okay, so after we just literally got tossed in that 1v1, let's try out the FFA, see how smooth it feels. I like the build FFA map, honestly. Pretty smooth. Let's go ahead and just hit this absolute goober over here. Okay, he's interpearling.
Dead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Hesu's actually kind of smooth. Feels a lot like Zeqa in terms of movement and stuff. I'd say it's pretty smooth. For gameplay, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. Pretty smooth. Alright, so for the design category, UI is pretty clean. I like the hub and its Japanese style. Locker layout looks pretty clean. You know, just your basic UI. I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. Pretty basic UI. Next, we have activity. There is, I believe, 50-ish people here. As you can see, I'm getting swarmed in the lobby by people trying to 1v1 me. This is very weird. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people on Hesu, as you can see. I'm going to give this server a solid 9 out of 10. I think it's about the same rank as Zeqa. Pretty fun. So, after reviewing the results of the practice servers, I'm going to give the top 3. At number 3, we have Lurec. The reason why I'm putting Lurec at number 3 is mainly because of its player base. I think it has a great design, and it has a lot of great game modes, and it feels very smooth to play, and by far is one of my favorite practice servers, and probably is my favorite, mainly just because of the smooth gameplay. But because of lack of player counts, it definitely hurts the server overall, which is why it's getting ranked number 3. I think if the player counts go up, it will definitely become probably my favorite. At number 2, we have Hesu. There's active players, a clean UI, and some decent game modes. Just a decent server overall. I found it pretty fun. And at number 1, of course, is Zeqa. The reason why Zeqa mainly gets number 1 is due to the many active player counts. It has a great clean UI, and the game modes are pretty fun. I generally do think that all of these servers could improve. There's definitely improvements to be made on all of them, such as Zeqa having lack of updates, Hesu also kind of having lack of updates, and Lurec just needs a more active player count. But anyways, do you agree with this list? Let me know down below if you did. Make sure to drop a sub as we are on the road to 2,000, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.